What's up, everyone? Scotty from Chernobyl Studios, and today, finally, I get to talk about the Revv G20. I need to talk about a couple of things before we jump into this. First of all, the song that you heard, all of the guitar tones are with the Revv G20, reamped, all of them. There's no trickery. Even the clean tone is the Revv G20. And all of the mixing techniques that I did for the demo song are exactly the same as in Mixing Death Metal, which is my course that's still on promo price, 40% off right now. If you want to learn how to mix death metal and make it sound like that, that's the link down below. Go ahead and click on that. And finally, all of the drum shells, so the kick, the snare, and the toms, those are all TCI files that were created directly from that recording session that you can also buy on the page. You can, in the checkout, you can opt in to grab those TCIs if you want them. So high quality TCIs that you're not going to get anywhere else, as well as, finally learn how to mix death metal, quote unquote, the right way, so you get a really good result. All right. Now, about the Revv G20, this is a special amp because Derek was basically the first guy to help me get back on my feet, when we landed at Henning's place, after leaving Ukraine. And it's been sitting, it usually sits like above the angle amp or something like that. And I haven't been really able to make a video about it, but finally I'm doing it. And I really need to just point out that I had never talked to Eric before. I knew very little about Revv at all. And the fact that they were willing to just go, hey, man, here's a G20 to get back on your feet, says a lot about Derek, says a lot about Revv as a company, and also being able to hang out with them, during the Gear and Beer. I think it's every Thursday or something like that. They do a stream, have some beers, and play some amps and pedals and stuff. So Luke, Sam, Derek, it's a lot of fun hanging out, talking crap in the chat. If you guys see this video and you show up for Gears and Beers, do hashtag Mauling for the Lord. They'll know that you got it from me because I'm the only one that does that. But yeah, so first and foremost, really big thank you to Revv for sending me the G20. No questions asked. Asked nothing in return, by the way. Didn't ask for a review video. Didn't ask for money. Asked for nothing. Nada. So I guess you could say the video is sponsored by Revv, but it's really not. I'm just returning the favor that Revv showed me, well, when they didn't know who I was, and then, just giving me a G20. So here it is. Let's talk about it. I really like the certain trend that we're going on for home musicians and home recording engineers. Like it's all well and good, I've been able to expand and get full-size 100-watt amps and stuff like that, but that might not be the case for some of you, but you still want to record tube amps. We're getting into this point in time now where the technology is really getting there, and it's getting really good, where you have these lunchbox size amps that sound amazing and have incredible digital capabilities, like the Engel Ironball SE, which was the first amp I ever was able to try and review. Same thing there. Plug it into your interface, do this, that, and the other. It's got virtual cabinets. Everything's there. You don't really need anything else. You can record through a tube amp. The Revv G20 is exactly the same kind of idea here. You got your virtual cabinet selector here if you want to use that. Standby, off, on. It can package to your headphones. I think is a great idea. You've got all the channel selectors here. And as far as I'm aware, as I've been told, this is the purple channel of the Revv G120 generator. So that you get the purple channel, as far as I'm aware, correct me if I'm wrong, which is a very well-defined high-gain channel, as you can hear in the reamp that we did for the song, right? Going on below, you can change the wattage, from 4 to 20, and then make the clean channel a bit wider. This is a great application for pedals. I would say the Revv G20 is a great pedal platform. I don't know if you can see, it depends how I crop this, but if you look right up here, you'll see the Maxon OD 808. I'll tell you when I engage that, because for me and for what I like to do, the Revv G20 still is a smidge loose in the low end, so I do use the 808 to tighten it up slightly. Not much, just slightly. Like I say, the main aspect of the G20 that you might really enjoy is its size. It's very small, and its portability. It is a powerful little box. That's what she said. And it will get you the chugs. Like you heard the demo song. I'm chugging without much of a problem. So let's start with the clean channel though, because we'll get that out of the way pretty quick. I am using the Torpedo Captor X with the Angle XXL cab with a 421 on the speaker. That's it. Sounds like this. And for the clean channel, I have the Black Hole plugin, so we have some ambiance and reverb. Let's do this quickly. You know, I'm not like a clean channel, but we can, you know, obviously adjust with the tone stack here. Start with the mids. Oh my god, I'm at a really weird angle because the way I got to film this, so I'm sorry. It's a clean channel. Sounds good. All right, let's get out of this. Let's get off of this. Let's move on here. Get off the clean channel. Oh my god. It's really, I got to find a way to film this better. Anyway, all we got to do is click the channel button here. And let's change the into here. Yep. All right, channel button. So clean. Automatically goes to the aggressive switch. I don't know if that's automatically the purple channel or not. But here's the... And if you engage an overdrive into this, so I'm engaging the overdrive right now. Tightens it up just a little. That's quite usable, actually. That might even be more than enough gain for you. And as you can see, we're still sitting here at 12 o'clock position. The gain settings for the Maxling are always the same, like I showed with the Angle video. Everything is down the middle. I don't actually really ever boost with the overdrive. It's usually just to tighten up the low end. I mean, this sounds fantastic. I haven't even done anything in the tone stack yet. That sounds really good already. Obviously, this will be really great for double tracking, I think, or even quadding. If I should have tried this actually when I was reamping Shemik's guitars for this song, it probably would have been easier for me to get the note definition I was looking for. Let's go ahead and put the aggression switch on. it's great. It's great. Let me turn the overdrive off. So you can hear how much looser it becomes. I'm not saying the sound becomes worse. It's definitely much looser. And I'm playing in standard D right now. If you want to play really anything lower than this, you're going to have to use the pedal because it's going to get just muddy. For example, I like to do these. We're still pretty good with no articulation, but any lower it's going to be difficult. And that was something about the reamping that was a little bit tricky. I had to mess around with the gain and the overdrive pedal to kind of find a combination that worked, where with the 8-string guitar, ridiculous, the G20 was able to grab every note and get the note definition that I was looking for. I was able to achieve it. It is possible, but it would have been, it's obviously probably would have been easier if I had done it with an angle, but totally possible with the Revv G20. This thing sounds awesome. Turn the overdrive back on. Much better note clarity. That's really all I have to say about this amp. I'll do some inserts about the back. In the back, you can connect directly to an interface. It's really made for home recording. You can play shows with it, obviously, but if you didn't have a cabinet or even like the Captor X, like what I'm using right now, there's a balanced output in the back where you can just go XLR right to the interface, for example, like that, or TRS or whatever. You can connect from the amp to the interface and use the virtual cab loader right on the amp. So there is an ability to record without needing anything else. Just amp, interface, and it doesn't need to be a great interface, just interface that'll connect with the XLR. You can go on your computer and you can record directly into Cubase or however you want to record it. So these little lunchbox amps are very impressive. And the main thing is, for me personally, because I do mostly black metal, death metal, extreme metal and stuff, the Revv G20 does have a different tonal characteristic, especially with the low end, especially with how the highs with the treble come in, because you don't really have the power amp section to do like a presence knob, for example. So, it's different how the gain structure works and how it sounds, but I'm able to get things that I love out of it. The G20, I'm able to work with it and get sounds that I really like out of it. And I'm very proud that I'll be able to keep this in my arsenal for any band in the future that might want to use a Revv amp. So I'm very happy with that. All right, so that's pretty much going to cover it. It's a great amp. If you're looking for a lunchbox amp solution in the Revv name and you just want the purple channel from the Revv Generator 120, I think is what it is, here you go. And it has all the abilities to record direct to the interface without needing anything extra. Nothing else necessary. All right, that's very important. Once again, I really want to extend my heartfelt thanks to Derek. Didn't know me from a hole in the wall. There was no reason at all to send me a G20 when I got to Henning's place, last year. Didn't ask for anything in return. And that, like I said, I'm on record saying that Engel are my favorite amps, and they are, hands down. But I cannot say anything bad about Derek. Revv's amps are good. I would recommend them. But on a personal, professional level, I can't say anything bad about Derek. I can't say anything bad about Revv. Those dudes have been upstanding and amazing and a lot of fun to chat with and hang out with, during the live streams, like I mentioned earlier. So on that alone, that's enough for me to at least tell you, you should take a look if you're looking for a lunchbox solution. There are other solutions out there, but on a personal level, give the Revv G20 a look and see if it works for you. They at least deserve a chance to be considered by you. Okay. That's going to do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, mixing death metal right now, 40% off. If you want to get results like what you heard from the beginning with the G20 here, reamping and using the same techniques that I show you in the training course there, check it out. All right. See you guys in the next video. Have a good one.